Hello friends, today I am going to talk about the most popular two open source web servers. Can anyone guess? Yes, you are right. Apache and Nginx. Over 70% of the websites in the world run on these two web servers. But the confusion is which one is better? So, I will tell you the difference between them so that you can easily choose your server for your website or applications. So, let's begin. Before we dive into the difference between the Apache and Nginx, let's take a quick look at the background of these two projects and their general characteristics. What is Apache? Apache is an open software developed and maintained by an open community of developers, and it runs on a wide variety of operating systems. And the architecture includes the Apache core and modules. The core component provides the basic server-like capacity, so it accepts connections and manage concurrency. However, as the traffic levels increased and web pages became richer and performance was a constraint, tuning Apache to cope with real world traffic became complex. What is Nginx? Nginx was written specifically to address the performance limitations of Apache web server. In Nginx, each worker process can handle thousands of HTTP connections simultaneously. This architecture makes the handling of high and fluctuating data load much more predictable in terms of RAM usage, CPU usage, and latency. Now you can see how these two servers are being used worldwide. Left side picture is overall percentage of websites using the various web servers. Apache and Nginx has taken more than 70% market share as you can see. And right side picture is percentage of websites using various web servers broken down by the ranking. And you can see top ranking sites are using Nginx. The difference between Apache and Nginx could be measured the way that they respond to the traffic condition. So, we'll discuss the connection handling capacity of both now. Apache provides a variety of multiprocessing modules. Those called are MPMS. It helps to handle client requests. These are npm prefork, npm worker, and npm event. These are the uses for different suitable work. Apache provides a flexible architecture for choosing different connection and request handling algorithms. So Nginx came onto the scene after Apache with more awareness of the concurrency problems that would face sites at scale. Nginx also uses an asynchronous, non-blocking, event-driven connection handling algorithm. Nginx swans work processes, each of which can handle thousands of connections. This style of connection processing allows Nginx to scale incredibly far with limited resources. So let's discuss performance. The performance is measured by how the server delivers the large volume of content to the client browser. And this is an important factor. Content can be static or dynamic. Apache server can handle static content using its conventional file-based methods. Apache executes dynamic content within the web server itself without having rely on external components. But in Nginx, static content can be solved in a straightforward manner, and the interpreter will only be the contacted when needed. And Nginx performs 2.5 times faster than Apache according to the benchmark test performed by the running up to 1000 simultaneously connection. Nginx does not have any ability to process dynamic content natively, but for displaying dynamic content, the Nginx versus Apache performance for both are almost same. Let's see the difference on distributed and centralized configurations. Apache includes an option to allow .htaccess files on a per directory basis by interpreting directive in hidden files within the content directory themselves. This effectively allows decentralized configuration of the web server, which is often used for implementing URL rewrites, access restrictions, authorizations, and authentication, even caching policy. This is also used by shared hosting providers to retain control of the main configuration while giving clients control over their specific directories. In Nginx case, it doesn't interrupt .htaccess file, nor does it provide any mechanism for evaluating per directory configuration outside of the main configuration file. This may be the less flexible the Apache model, but it does have its own advantages. Like the most notable improvement over the .htaccess system of directory level configuration is increased performance. Nginx can serve requests faster by doing single directory lookup file read for the each request. How the web server interprets requests and map them to actual resource on the system is another area where these two servers differ. File versus URI based interpretations. Apache has the ability to operate on both the underlying file system and the web space, but it leans heavily towards file system methods. In the case of Nginx, it was created to both a web server and a proxy server. Due to the architecture required for these two roles, it works primarily with URIs, translating to the file system when necessary. Both Nginx and Apache are extensible through module system, but the way that they work different significantly. Apache's module system allows you to dynamically load and unload the modules, but in Nginx, modules are not dynamically loadable, so they must be selected and compiled into the core software. So after going over the benefit and limitation of both Apache and Nginx, you may have a better idea of which server is better for your website. However, many users find that it is possible to leverage each server's strength by using them together. The best way to configure both is to place Nginx in front of Apache as a reverse proxy. We will discuss the proxy and reverse proxy server in the next video. This will allow Nginx to handle all requests from clients. This takes advantages of Nginx fast processing speed and ability to handle large numbers of connections concurrently. For static content, which Nginx excels at, the files will be served quickly and directly to the client. For dynamic content, for instance PHP files, Nginx will proxy the request to Apache, which can then process the results and return the rendered page. Nginx can then pass the content back to the client. Thank you for watching. This tutorial was for setting the context for next two videos. So please like, share, comment below and subscribe to get notified for the next video.